Hey, and it popped up on its own. Excellent. Let us begin. Alright, green purple. Beaut. Man after my own heart. This deck is dead to me. I played it all the way to champion and it fucking killed me inside. It's fun. It's a fun deck. And this isn't standard. Now, before I begin, Lakaz, is this a what I have deck? Is this just these colors are good, I like them, I'm putting what I have in a deck in the best way possible? And while we wait for the reply, Izzy is fairly standard. Well, at least it looks at the moment to be fairly standard disc. It's a featured deck that you iterated on. Interesting. Okay. So this is a necromantic, but unfortunately she's had the worst case scenario of there's nothing to get rid of turn 1. So unless she draws pretty quickly, she's going to have a problem. Especially seeing as you don't have a great early game, but your mid game is really strong. You've got Divination, you've got the ability to move, ping, you've got him who buffs up, you've got clear, card draw. You won't have Idric Beast, I imagine you'll burn that. Please tell me you burn that. Alright, basically, neither of them have the early game. Both are reasonable mid. You have a better path. You've got better like room to transition, and you've got, speaking of path, you've got Turn of Seasons, which means lots of lovely card draw. Play FG goes down, surprise, surprise. Shocking no one, and he draws another Necromantic, which is just the worst. Yeah, you can't do anything, that's fine. Does nothing as well, that's fine. Burns back Ali Ronin. If you keep that as your turn 4 body, sure. If you burn both your turn 4 bodies, I'll be annoyed. I agree that that is the better turn 4 body to put down because Divination is so good. Necromantic gets burnt because it's nothing to put down. Khorne goes down. Okay, she, I apologize, is fishing. Okay, let us pause for a moment. I want to see if I've got Isabel's deck. I want to see what her larges are. I don't think we got Isabel's deck, unfortunately. Damn. Damnity, damnity, damn. Alright, no idea. Moving on. Gallows Boy, interesting. We aren't seeing Gallows Boy too often at the moment. I know some champion player recently slotted into a deck, but Wind goes down. Wind's going to be able to ping these bastards down while swinging through, so that's great. I'd expect a Mesa Libre. Yeah. And you don't have Infuse, so Racer can't deal with that for you. Gamayun goes down, good. Divination, didn't happen. Always remember to Divination, my friend, it is an incredibly strong effect. She has a giant evil warded axolotl in there. Oh, okay, she's got Sapo in there, huh? Necromantic, she finally sees a God's Bane transport. Okay. Slayer allows you to trade in, which is great. So that's Izzy's... I mean, it's not a mistake. Shinobi Wind is a problem. And that's kind of Mesa Libre's point, is to block it down and then suicide. Alright, watch this next bit. I do it wrong. So it comes down. I'm going to assume you swing into the Khorne with that Racer, not the Necromantic. Please tell me. Oof. Gives you what? Slayer 5? Yeah. What you wanted to do was Slayer in with that, then swing there. It wouldn't have... You could either swing into it directly. Not a bad idea. You've got regen and all that jazz to get a ton of damage. Or you could swing there, kill that, and blast across. I would definitely go for the damage, because then you can swing into it again, unless he has a way to do that. Misanthropia would come down, would hurt, would bring it down to 1-1. You're still going to kill because of Slayer, Blast, all of that. That would all be wiped, and you'd be down that. And he'd be down a Misanthropia. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. That was an error. But at least you know it. You get it. And that's good. You don't have to come here to get spoon-fed the answers. You can look at that and see the answers. And that is so much better. Now, please tell me you are now. Yeah, that was an error on her part. Shouldn't have done that. Absolutely should have left it up, made you make the trade there. Mind you, I am part of the one of the people that say trade on your own terms, but that's not a trade. That's a suicide. It's simple. She broke rule 1. She forgot about the enormous Slayer value you have. Divination's good. It uses the Agile. Agile Pentacle of Flavors is the most revolting thing in this game. It's a thing of beauty. Raid the Tombs, draws the Pentacle, draws a Rewind Hex. Rewind Hex not of use, you know that. Good burn. Ooh, Ikuturso is gonna come down. That's that. Non you. You gotta remember Ikuturso's effect. The ability to make that defender and immobile is humongous. She's scared of the Slayer. And again, she hasn't read the effect on the board. Well, not on the board, but on the card. She's forgotten that that is going to lock that down and prevent it from doing anything. Would have bought her time. Maybe not a ton. She doesn't know what's in your hand. But the best move would have been to stop it. Because you also have focused. That is not an insignificant amount of damage coming from that now. Oh, Misfortune. Oh, good lordy be. And now you're just going to blast. Care to explain yourself, sir? You should have just stuck with the blast, man. Yeah, but it's only 11 damage. And you have a blocker. Yes, it's got overrun. You take 8 damage. Your health is a resource. Spend it. Treat it just like mana. Sometimes you just gotta spend it, you know? I would have 100% just left the Gamayun with Pentacle of Flavors up. Yeah, use Blast and let Iku suicide on the Shinobi. Yeah. One of the things to remember is always try to maintain as much board state as you can while not losing the game because of it. Agile with Pentacle of Flavors is a hell of a board state. And with him top decking, right? Hell of a board state. If you lose this game, I'd say it's because of that. Even if you have Volition, he dies on first hit, so he really takes 7 damage max there. That's more than fine. Yeah. 10 damage. If I'm above 20, 10 damage is where I start to sweat, but anything less than that, it's worth it if I'm keeping something like that on board. You know? Plays Olimar Ring. Like, he's got nothing. There's no tempo here. I wouldn't have even done that. No, he knows Misfortune in his hand. You'd swing with that ping and kill it. Nah. Izzy's in a lot of trouble. I realise I keep saying he, Izzy. I apologise. I'm just so used to it. Okay, yep. Idric Beast goes down. And now we see a Misanthrope. Okay. That's not too bad. You lose Shinobi, but that's still a 6-4. I mean, that's not insignificant damage. Listen, I don't know the full deck list. I haven't looked at it. But just draw first. Just in case. If you get in the habit now, even if it doesn't work with this deck, right? you'll be better suited when you do draw that card that suddenly allows you to do more damage and go for the kill, you know? Just get into the habit. If you have a free draw, or you're definitely going to draw, do it first. Video, hello? Probably just wanted to play Iku here, honestly. I mean, yeah, also body. But I guess the thing to consider here is he's not under pressure. Any pressure, and he's got a lot of bodies in hand, whereas the counterplay with the Iku Defender and mobile nonsense is actually one of the better parts of Iku Turso as well. I do get the line of reasoning. It's the safer play. Yeah. Wow, what did you put to bottom? The clay effigy is what was put on top. Oh, Revelation of Zimek. Okay. Serpent End goes down. That doesn't do a whole lot against fucking Overrun. Mind you, you're blighted. It's going to do a lot against Overrun considering double Olimar. Fuck. Okay, and he's just ensuring no Overrun for you. Pentacle goes down, gives him Agile, swings in the middle and wipes, gets Focused bonus, blows up an Olimar ring, blows up another Olimar ring, and swings. Not too bad at all. I like it. And that is a perfect example of reading your cards. You saw the synergy, you saw the line of play, you took advantage of it, and you fucked his ball state with it. Excellent. Surely he deports. Yes, good. That dies, that gets negged. Hacker's Intuition comes down. It's a shame you can't get a 1 damage buff onto that. That's annoying. Ikuturso drops. I mean, I suppose it's the whole reason you put Hacker's Intuition. It's interesting tonight that we've seen 2 decks that kind of revolve around having Agile as a sort of a tool or a main deck concept. And Izzy surrenders. Okay. Yeah, you can't move that because of Ikuturso. No ability to really remove anything. Yeah. Izzy had a really poor start. You did reasonably well with your plays. The only mistake, like major mistake you made was that. Attacking with that Gamayun in the way you did wasn't needed. Game would have been over 2-3 turns earlier. Would have forced out the Misanthropia earlier at least. You would have got 2 turns of Focus buffed, 2 more turns of Divination with it. Yeah, to eat the Zolia would have been a 10-10 blocker. I'm not saying she didn't have a line of play, it's just... it's unlikely to help too much, just given that she's top decking. I mean, I absolutely... yeah, Impel does make that irrelevant. It's a great point. Yeah. Nothing there. I'd probably recommend switching Mend. Mend, I don't think, has a ton of purpose in yellow-green. So not great. Not too bad, though. Well done, my sir. Very well done. And Izzy, that is just the roughest start. That was just super unfortunate. Lakaz, you get 2 packs, my friend. Izzy, 1 pack. Okie doke. And that leads us into our 3rd match. Which, no worries, my friend. Thank you for coming along and submitting, and I hope you learned something. It's one of the better matches, man. And your deck isn't bad at all. It's absolutely fine. I don't think it'll get you to champion. But it's decent to learn on. It's reasonably cheap. I like it. I think that's what it is. It's a reasonably easy sort of early deck. Not too many mythics. Enough skill in the lines of play that you feel good when you pull it off, but simple enough that it won't overwhelm. Whereas Izzy is running like classic necromantic from what I can see, which either works amazingly or flops completely. Just depending on if you can get it or not. Seems like they took the traditional tested yellow and tried to squeeze in the necro package. No, it's just yellow necro. Yeah, yellow necro is a thing. I mean, that was the first iteration of it that was in existence. It was just about the only thing that could stand up to red-blue, and that was only some of the time. Oh, those were some dark fucking days. Yeah, unfortunately, that is just about the worst start she could have hoped for. Like I said, I've been iterating, dying for deck critique. Well, let's go look at the rest of your deck then. Lakaz, let's have a squiz, my friend. Would you have private messaged me your... Yes, you did, you beautiful man, you. Makes it so easy. Green collar box detained. So you do have the collar box. Good, we didn't see it. The Gallows Boy is good for early trade. I like it. Rewind Hex, you've just got the singlers, the tech. Good, you've got Traitorous Murmur, Ikiturso, interesting. Idric Beast. Is Idric Beast just a placeholder for another valuable rare? Mythic. Look, you don't have a ton of purpose for Mind Freak in your deck. Just use those 2 slots for something else. Racer and Shadows, Ghost in the System, Misfortune, Shinobi of Smoke, Shinobi of Wind, Bacaliron and Pestilent Plagues. Listen, the only thing I could say is maybe swap out the Shinobis. Experiment, see what you like. Shinobis aren't the strongest cards, there are better things you could use. That being said, they're not bad. And I get it, it's kind of about like mobility and utilizing Pentacle of Flavors to its maximum effect. Getting some agile in there where you don't have the ability to move. I don't mind it at all. It's like I said, decent starter deck, not bad at all. That'll get you minimum gold, maybe mithril if you really knuckle down and learn some plays.